he picked me up.
Mm.
And then I was like, oh, I feel like a feather.
And
that was something that did.
When are you going to the gym?
Please, if you're a man and you have a draw on hairline, a spray on hairline, do not approach me. I used to go out with it.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no. If I did that, they would arrest me. They would book me in for like disturbing the peace.
Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Virginia. On this channel, I share beauty and lifestyle Christian content with you guys. And today I have a very special guest. Welcome, Miss Nyaley.
Hey guys, I am Nyaley, and I am so excited to be here on this channel. We are gonna do our makeup.
Well, lack thereof, yeah.
And we're just gonna have some really casual like conversations and
girl talk.
Okay, chit chat.
Yes.
And yeah.
And what's your channel?
Oh yeah, so I have a channel. Subscribe to my channel. It's Nyaley, Nyaley. You can just, I'll comment down below.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll be in the comment section. So check me out.
And I'll put it in the description box as well. But we hope you enjoy. Remember to like, share, and comment down. That will help such a ton. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed already. Thank you to everyone who likes it and comments. And please share it with someone who you think will be entertained and also be encouraged. I think we also were able to encourage each other throughout the conversation. But enjoy.
Yes, hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Okay. So for makeup, I like to start off with brushing my brows. So I normally use like this brush.
Okay.
But I also have the spoolies, which are very nice as well. So I brush up my brows, but my brows normally like they have an arch shape. So I will just follow the arch with the black liner.
Yeah.
What about you?
I've learned that now, like to follow the shape of your brows and your face. Just follow the shape of your face. Don't try to do what someone else is doing.
Yeah.
I haven't done makeup in a couple months actually, I'll be honest.
Wow.
But I have noticed doing eyes first. Like if it's a full like glam, it's easier because and then you put your foundation on. That makes sense. I have less makeup with me, guys, because obviously I'm traveled to St. Lucia and I just don't want to bring too much things. Yeah, so I have less makeup. So I think I'll start with foundation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually didn't even bring foundation. I forgot it. So I'll just do a concealer minimal look.
Okay, yeah.
But foundation is full coverage.
Yeah.
So it will do the same work.
It will do the same work. Yeah. So I was just telling Nyaley, I have two foundations. This one is for more summer time, and this one is for winter because obviously you live in the UK, your skin complexion it just changes. But what I'll do is I'll use this one as a bit of concealer as I'm here now.
Yeah, that will work.
You know what? I'll just start with the eye as well. I'll just do the eye.
One thing about me though, like I don't like to spend too much on makeup because I feel like sometimes it expires like and I have to get new ones.
That's true.
So like I really do the basics.
Yeah.
My basics are having concealer, a pencil, lip gloss.
Yeah. I think that's lip gloss and lip liner is a big thing for me. Lipstick. So you see, I have my pear that I brought, so my lip combo. I want to get some more because this one woman on Instagram, she does amazing lip combos, and I'm just like so into them. I really want to get some Fenty, but like you said, it's just the expiry date on these things.
After 12 months, most of them. Well, that's a long time, but.
Yeah, I guess it also depends on how often, like when you look at yourself, how often do you put makeup on, like a full glam?
Full glam for me is like when I go out, well, not often, but I like an everyday look.
Yeah.
Oh, like when I go to work, I have to have my everyday makeup look.
Okay.
It just makes like the day nicer for me.
Yeah. I like to put makeup if I know I have a full day, like meaning like starting from 9 to 9. And going out afterwards if it's a work day and then going afterwards. But I am freelance, so I do part time and I work from home. So there's also no need, unless I have to do a video, and I haven't. I said I will do a video for you guys soon because I don't want to get out of, the improvement I've made so far.
Right.
I think the thing with me as well, I put little makeup that is almost like non-existent, if that makes sense, and then I can't get better because I'm just so hesitant to put more, and then now I'm like trying to put more, and I'm like, I look like a clown. Like, I hate the way I look.
I relate to that because when I started makeup, listen. If I show you pictures, you just laugh because it looks crazy.
Yeah.
But the thing about makeup, it's like anything you do, you have to practice.
Yeah, it's trial and error. It is trial and error.
Until like one day you were like, oh, this actually looks really good. And then you have your routine down.
I think also something that's overwhelming for people is the cost. So like you were just saying. I got this from Boots. Yeah, this is Boots. This is Lancome. Now Boots.
Oh, that's a high-end brand.
It is, yeah. But at that time, I felt more confident. I remember getting a foundation that was very closely to my skin from the hair shop in the UK, and that's not no brand, it's a no brand.
Yeah.
And then it still worked, and people it elevated my face, and people saw that.
That's the thing about makeup. I think people confuse the pricing for I would say that drugstore makeup works efficiently if you know how to apply it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to spend a lump sum of money on makeup. You just have to have a good technique. That is why practice is essential for makeup.
Yeah.
But the thing about makeup, it's really subjective. That means until you it's something you keep on trying. So it can be good at this point, but when you look back at a picture 5 years ago, you're like, I'm glad I improved that technique. It's all about understanding what works for you. So something can work for me or something can work for Brittany, and it would be perfectly fine. But if I tried it, it would be like, okay, I have to go back to the drawing board, and that's perfectly fine. I feel like when people are just learning stuff, it doesn't even have to be makeup. We need to give them guidance and understanding, because no one is you're not gonna learn something like today for today.
Yeah.
Practice.
Yeah.
I think makeup is artistic in a way.
Yeah, it is. Oh, if I did have my full setup, I would use a setting spray to start. Because and the primer to start. Yeah, if I did have my full setup. Yeah.
So primer, then you use your foundation.
Primer. Yeah.
I have a primer which is like a moisturizer. So when I did my face wash after I dried my face, I just applied it and left it on there. I love makeup because why not?
Yeah.
Men get to do their haircuts. They grow their beards and look very nice.
But to be honest with you, I am quite biased. Like, I will. Please, if you're a man and you have a draw-on hairline, a spray-on hairline, do not approach me. Mind you, I have weave in my hair. I don't like the weave. I'm so hypocritical. I know that about myself, but I'm like, we girls, we do all these things, and then if a man comes
with a spray on,
I'm sorry, or even the beard now they put to fill it in. No, let it not match. Let it not connect.
So So we have our little makeup going on. Why not?
Why not? To be honest, but yeah, what do you call it? Like you said, a haircut on a guy can transform his face. And it's just like, but like these guys who have draw on hairlines and stuff like that, the approaching and stuff. And I don't know if you watched that show, that YouTube thing, Pop the Balloon or Find Love.
Oh, yes.
Arlett's one. Only Arlett's. And T. Pendel, I can watch him. I like his reviews, T. Pendel, and also Kite's reviews. T. Pendel is more like, more raunchy with it, and then Kite and his wife, they're Christian, so they have a more tame, but they're still very like honest about the people. But on the dating show, they'll be like, oh, well, I don't want a guy without, you see how fast Nyaley is compared to me? Yeah, guys. She's almost finished.
When you have the technique down, it's just like clockwork. Like, you don't, like, I don't even think about it, honestly.
I don't want a guy that's bald head. Especially because some of them are like, 25, which I don't understand. But then I meet some guys like who have approached me with interest, and I'm like, that hair needs to be cut off or just lower. Like, I don't understand why you're growing this. Mind you, I like locks, but like, if it's not locks, I don't understand why you have
in between
braids. Yeah, like
the extensions, look at this. Like the extension. I'm not judging.
We're talking about relationship
and what you prefer.
Yeah, I should be able to judge what I want in my life. How are you telling me I shouldn't judge that? What kind of nonsense is this? Mind you, there are some people who wouldn't want to date someone with a disability. Am I gonna be like, oh my gosh, they don't want me because
yeah, you cannot.
No, do you know what I mean? I could afford, and I understand the hesitancy. You know what I mean? Because it's not just if you want a relationship with someone. Because some people, they just approach you because they want to sleep with you.
Yeah.
But like, if you actually want a relationship with someone, they have a disability, you're gonna be thinking all of the long-term children, travel, or adventure, sex even. You all gonna be thinking these things, and I understand that. So I'm not gonna judge or condemn. So that's the thing. Judgment and condemnation. We all make a judgment. Nyaley looks beautiful. That's a judgment I've made.
Yeah.
If you ate my food earlier, like that, I didn't like that. That's a judgment. But it was still her opinion. But if she was to say, yeah, you just can't cook at all, don't even go in the kitchen, that's a whole condemnation. Do you know what I mean? So we need to stop conflating the two. Yeah, we all make judgments every day.
Exactly, we do. And I feel like we're at a point in society is at a point where if you do make judgments, it's like you're a bad person for having like your personal opinion.
Why do I have to agree with you on everything?
Yeah, you don't have to. That's the thing.
Why does it look so gray?
Gray?
Yeah.
Okay, so probably the shade against your skin, but what you can do, that's simple. You use you have powder, pressed powder. Okay, you can probably use a brown shade to give you some warmth.
I have the bronzer.
Yeah. So it will just, let me see, yep. And then you place it in your contour areas. So the cheeks, the forehead, the nose, and it will just like give you a glow.
Cheeks, like just
under my cheek. Yeah. That one is not. Oh, it's more of a shimmer. You can add a shimmer there, but you need something a little brown.
Can I take this?
Yeah. Oh. Let's see. Yeah. So that would be, and you would just blend it.
Yeah, but going back to Pop the Balloon and Find Love, okay?
Like, some people come on there to just either embarrass themselves or embarrass people.
Yeah, exactly. Just on self-promotion as well. A lot of them just come on there to self-promote.
Because they're not there for love at all.
Yeah.
You saw the one with the turtle, the one they call a turtle. he was like, "You're not qualified."
Ninja turtle, yeah.
"You're not qualified, my love." I'm like, "Hello, are you even qualified to be there?" Yeah.
I think some of the expectations. I think one is difficult to mind you guys. I always struggle for makeup, and at the end of the day, it still comes together. Especially having setting spray, it all blends in. But this is always my process. But yeah, some of the expectations is ridiculous. You have people on the line, and I understand it's speed dating, so you have to think quickly about things. And then they also have an audience. Did you know that? Like their friends and family or whoever come with them, they have watching, and I'm like, that makes it even more nerve wracking. Yeah. Oh. That's why when you hear them clapping when they say, "Oh, we got a match," and they clap. Okay. That's actual claps in the background.
Wow. So that's a little more embarrassing too.
Yeah, exactly.
To consider that people are watching you. And no, there are no people watching.
Yeah.
And they still go out of their way.
I think like some of the things like I think even T-Penthouse said it once, it was like, in real life, some of these women, they are picky on the show because of they know the kind of guys who are coming, right? But in real life, if a guy, they're not picky. They will accept not whatever comes, but you know what I mean?
They will accept less than what they're asking for in the show. Yeah. So it's like they're pretending.
They're pretending. I'm still seeing these dots here. What is these dots? You see these 3 dots?
Yeah. You will have to blend it out.
What is that?
I think that's that's not the powder you put.
3 dots, no.
It just appeared. If I showed you pictures of me trying out makeup, it would literally like scare you. Because I was, no guidance, no direction.
Yeah. You used to go out with it?
No. Oh, okay. Oh, no. If I did that, they would arrest me. They would book me in for like disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
Because, yes. Wasn't good.
You can speak Creole fluently?
Not fluently, but I can say 1 to 1.
Yeah.
Like I can I can put something together.
1 to 1.
Do you speak Creole?
No, like I said, I can put one to 1 together. So, but you know what's funny? In my writing, I do like to include it because I'm like, it's part of my culture. And yes, I don't know how to speak it fluently, but I feel like it brings the characters to life. Yeah,
it adds like a level of authenticity.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So I will always be like, I have the solution dictionary saved.
Oh, so you would add the different. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, how do you like? What is your experience being like a Christian and being single, and how does like that impact your dating life?
It makes it so much harder. Like, it makes it so much harder.
Yeah, because same.
Yeah, like and people don't understand, and I understand people are very well meaning when they say, "Oh, but you can just date someone who isn't there yet, but you can teach them, guide them." I understand some of them where they're coming from, but it's not helpful because I cannot drag someone, and they say, "Oh, it's not dragging," but I'm like, I need someone to already have that revelation that I'm a sinner in need of a savior, and I'm growing in my faith. I might know, who knows, my husband, I might know more about the faith than him, but then he might not escalate, but move faster along
you.
Yeah, exactly, and he might get further along than me and teaching me things. But I just do not want to teach someone from the starting point, and it's really hard as well here. Everyone will say they're Christian. Well, most people know.
Yes.
Unless you're not Rasta. Yeah.
That's the thing about it. People say straight up, I'm a Christian, but
I'm God-fearing.
They will say it, but is it being shown? Like, are they living, are they practicing it in how they, in their day-to-day lives? So it's not about just saying, oh, God first. But is God first? Like, do you actually put him first?
Exactly. And what does that look like? I was just praying to God about that this morning. Like, help me with like talking to people about these things. Like, because they always say that it's like the conversation's ended. It's like, no, there's deeper to go. Right. Would you want to be with someone like you in a relationship? Would you accept that kind of treatment, the way you treat them? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And like, I think it's really slim pickings in this world, the guys. You want to be attracted to the person. Slim. Then people are with somebody, they have a situationship. Somebody else thinks they with them. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and they're not exclusive to a point where you're like confident to say, okay, I'm confident in that person. Yeah. Then you find out that person has been confident in that person as well. Yeah. So it's like you feel lost and you kind of pushed yourself back into your corner. Yeah. And started. Yeah, exactly. And then I've come across some Christian guys. Recently I was talking to a guy, we ended up not, we realized, he was talking to, we were both talking to other people, but I stopped talking to other people because I was like, I feel like he is, I could submit to him, that kind of thing. That's what I look for in someone. Can I submit to you? Your leadership, the way you are, your personality. And I saw that in him, but he was still talking to someone else. I didn't realize that at the time. And then he was very respectful about like, you're amazing, but I'm just feeling gravitating more towards, this other person. I was like, that's fine. That's understandable. But other Christian guys, they'll be like, especially on the dating app, they'll be like, oh, I'm looking for a friend. And I'm just like, I get what you're trying to say. You want to get to know this person without the romance. Yeah. I understand. But I'm not looking for that friends. Casual. Because, and I was like, what, you want us to just be talking for 6 months? You still don't know? No. We need direction. We need confidence in that section. Because, to be honest, when talking to someone, regardless of you saying it will remain as friends, sometimes you catch feelings. Exactly. You're emotionally involved and invested in that person. Exactly. So, and you're hoping that person realizes, okay, that's a good person. I will, be more intentional with my approach. Yeah. But that doesn't happen, and you have to just take a step back, assess, and redirect what you're doing. And it's honestly exhausting. But
how long have you been single?
I've been single for like a year now. Well, a year. And I don't know. I don't feel like I've dated anyone at all. So
what do you mean? In this year.
In this year, I've had conversations.
Same. I've had conversations.
In the way I define dating.
How do you define dating?
I think dating is intentionally like pursuing someone in hopes of it. To see where it leads romantically. Yeah. That's dating for me. Yeah. And if I'm confused, then it wasn't dating. Yeah. Like, I need to know your intentions. I'm not asking you to marry me on the first date. That is... Yeah. What I'm asking is that you direct. Okay, hey, I'm interested in seeing where this goes. Let's have a date to see if we are compatible or if we have common interests. And, staying with a constant... It must involve a constant line of clear communication. Yeah. Whether it's like, hey, I don't think this will work out. So like, okay. Yeah. So we've dated, but it doesn't work out. That's fine. Yeah. But the moment it's like, I'm wondering what's happening, and no communication is being directed. Letting me know it wasn't.
And then you get mad at me because I'm asking for communication, like.
And now you're asking for too much.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand that. Like, what? Because I've been single. Next year will be 10 years. Not like.
Yeah.
What was that about?
You said 10 years, and I had to think, like, how old?
How old? Oh, since I was 18. So next I'm 27.
Okay.
Next year I'll be 28. Yeah.
Because when you said 10 years, I'm like, wait, how? Okay. We counting at 18. Yes. We're legal.
Yeah, we're legal. Yeah, 18. Exactly. Yeah. And then people would just say, oh yeah, maybe you're just being too picky. But then to me, I do want to be attracted to the person I'm with. I think there's nothing wrong with that strength. Yeah.
Must.
I hate this thing like, oh, guys are visual. What about women?
Listen. I feel this on a deeper level because you hear all the time it's not about the looks. You hear it's not about the outward appearance. That is true. To some extent, it's not all about what someone presents outwardly. The insides need to match. The insides need to be good. But as you said, we need to be attracted to each other. Yeah. The attraction must be there. Must.
But did you ever struggle with the idea of like other people need to think they're attractive? Because there was a point in time I struggled with that.
In what way?
Like, I want to know that when we walk up, they'll be like, oh, he fine, and she has it. I want other women to be jealous.
Oh, you want... Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you ever struggle with that?
I did. I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I've never been in a position where we went out where I was ever, like, too close to the person I was with. So it was never the most public relationship. So I never had that in mind.
But why wasn't it public? Did you not? Because Nyaley, I hate calling myself extrovert because I'm like, no, like I'm both, you know what I mean? But I guess I am. Compared to us, yeah, she's more introverted. And I have a lot of introverted friends. It's weird. I don't know how it happens.
Your personality kind of balances out the introvert and extrovert dynamic.
Yeah.
So I'm not an outside person.
Yeah.
And probably because of my introverted qualities, it was never a public thing for me. I don't know if I was scared of that. Because when you're in public, people get to know, and then if something doesn't work out, it's like, oh.
That's true, yeah.
But now I don't care. That's life. People separate from each other all the time. It's normal.
Yeah, this 3 dots. Can you see in the mirror? They look straight.
Yeah.
You can see the 3 dots.
I wasn't seeing because of where I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has a lighter.
Let me just take it up. Yeah. I must still wipe. Where is it? Without you saying everything, because some people pretend, some narcissists will try to pretend to be what you say you want.
Yeah. That's what they do.
What are some of the would be 3 qualities, physical qualities, and then internal qualities you look for, characteristics you look for?
Okay, good question. Now, the thing about these questions, you have to sit back and think, what am I looking for? True. Number 1, physical aside, someone who's God-fearing.
Yeah.
You could be the most handsome man, you could be the strongest man, but if you're not God-fearing, then my attraction for you...
It lessens, and people don't understand that. I can... Honestly, I can be attracted to you physically and even want to be with you physically, but because I know that in my head that I want that, I immediately I'm gonna stay away because I don't want to save myself
unnecessary
exactly. Yeah,
I think that is what I do. Even before I date someone, I would just picture down the line. If we have opposing beliefs, it would just not be. I'm not saying that a relationship is going to be perfect because that's impossible, but I'm just saying if from the get-go we are on 2 different sides of something, it will cause so much conflict.
It will. And I don't understand how people don't get that, especially when you start having children and stuff like that. Even I was watching this pastor I like to watch, Pastor Mike Winger, and he does Q&As. And somebody called in about my husband is LDS and I'm not. But what we've done is we've had one Sunday LDS, one Sunday in the evangelical church, whatever church they go to, but now he wants to be more enforceful with the children going to his church. You know what I mean? And it's just I don't know their story if they met like that and they're just oh well, I just so love you. But it will come. You wanna fight, especially if you're both serious about your ideologies and beliefs, it's gonna butt heads at some point. Yeah. Especially with the children.
And as you said, probably at the beginning before children were involved, they were okay, we love each other. Exactly. It's gonna work out. But after a while, after years of being together, and children are now in the equation, Exactly. Yeah, you will see it, because one person will be like, okay, I want my children to be this and etc. But that is why you have to be equally yoked. I mean, that's a phrase that in the Christian community
it's a Christianese, yeah.
It's quite popular in the Christian, community, where if someone is different in the beliefs, or if the two of you are different in beliefs, it wouldn't work out. And it's not saying that just because, it actually is like factual, because it wouldn't make sense unless one person converts.
Exactly. It's as serious as, some people are like, oh, I don't cook. I want my partner to be the cook, be the clean in the house. And then you're like, oh no, we both should do it, 50-50 kind of thing. It's going to clash at some point. It's that serious. Yeah. And I think about me and how I am. If I'm down, if I'm struggling with something, I need someone to be able to pray for me and with me, and also sometimes I can't always, I don't always like say how I'm feeling in the right way, especially when you're emotional. Yeah. I don't know how to express myself fully. So then sometimes I just need a breather. Yeah. And if I have somebody who is prayerful, yes, they can, like, the Lord, I truly believe the Lord can speak to them, like, give them guidance on how to approach me, what to say in those moments.
And in those moments, they will lead you. That is the main thing. Yeah. Someone who is so God-fearing that when you are down, they can lead you and they can, encourage and guide you. Yeah. Because if you are both in different situations with God, then when you're down, you're going lower. Yeah. If He cannot pull you up.
Yeah, He cannot pull you up.
And now you're both discouraged. So having a balance of beliefs, having like the same beliefs is important. I mean, there's the argument that if you both believe in God but different denomination, it might work out. But do you think that will, at the end of the day, make sense for the long term?
No, because I think I would want us to go to the same church, have the same, because every denomination have slight differences in doctrine and their primary doctrine that they follow. Yeah. And I think I always struggle with this as well, because imagine you meet someone, we're both on the same page. When you get married now, after some years, people, go to different paths, and you have to pray into that. That's a big fear of mine. Where are we going after we die is so important. Salvation is so important. If you have somebody, I need someone who's heavily aware of that, and they also want to, share their faith with others. I also believe in, I'm not going to talk to you about like how physical I want to be with you before we get married. Like I just feel like that should just be clear. You know what I mean? Don't try to whistle your way in, if that makes sense. And that's sometimes people, they meet you like, oh yeah, you're strong now. We'll hold out now 3 months, but after, like, okay, I've done 3 months. Don't come with me that nonsense. I don't want to hear that. Also, tithing, giving, or just like money, character. But thinking about finances, some people are very, I mean. I want someone who's more generous than I am, because that's something I struggle with.
Same. Generosity is a big thing for me, because if you cannot listen, when I am with someone, I would like to think that I would give you, like I would pour into you. I need someone to be able to pour into me. Yeah, and not even with me, but in general. Are you generous? I'm not asking you to just spend money wildly on me or people around you, but giving and being able to give without wanting anything back.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if we go out, I'm not asking for the world, but can you buy me a bottle of water without thinking that I need to perform anything for
exactly
you? Like bringing me on a date for exactly. I know things are transactional nowadays. That if I do this, you do that. But if you're generous, like bringing me on a date wouldn't have to mean that I have to go back to your place and, listen, I could afford my own meal.
Exactly. If it's that, like, let me find my own bill.
Exactly. So you ask me out, okay, then I don't have a problem. But I feel like the expectations with going out these days is a little confusing. But that just depends on the man.
It does depend on
the
man.
Yeah. It does. So you have to be like very careful with who you actually allow to take you out.
Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! Yesterday we were going to Cash Street. Me and my cousin, we were by plants, and a guy. I saw him, but I didn't think anything of it. And they come out. Now, definitely, he's not my type at all, and he's much older than me as well. Oh, that's another thing, the age.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think my oldest is 35. I think
my oldest would be 30.
30, yeah. Okay, so yeah, and then he passed by and he's like, "Oh, taxi for you, ma'am." Oh, already that made me annoyed because I'm like, would I look like a foreigner? And I do look like a foreigner, but I'm absolutely sure that from Denver, what you asking me about taxi for, and doing extorting me for how much, thinking because I live in foreign, I have all this type of money. Like, that's another misconception. Yeah. Like, stop it. There's a lot of people that's on benefits struggling, to make ends meet. And then when they come to the Caribbean, that's when they want to flash show off to make it seem, and then they want to get mad at you when you ask them for something. But you made yourself out to be this big shot kind of person. Don't come to me. I'm broke. Don't come to me. That's how unless it's my friend, you know what I mean? I will, or if it's like I really feel led to give something to someone who I know can I give it back. Like I will, if that makes sense. But anyway, and then he comes back. I said, no, I don't want a cat taxi. He comes back and then he's like, oh, the taxi will be for free. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nothing in this world is for free. If I get kidnapped, they don't know where I am. This is me to him. I was like, because it's my guy cousin I was with. It's like, oh, me and my guy cousin were going. And he said, okay, maybe next time. So it was for free, but because I was with my guy cousin, I'm sure if it was a female cousin, he would say yes.
Yeah, both of
y'all, let's go. And he had another friend in the car.
Oh, so
for y'all to kill me. Like, I don't understand.
There is just transaction for them, and the thing is, they're used to that kind of behavior.
The girls
they actually get a response from that. So it's just based on who they catch and what they.
Yeah, it's true.
That's just how it is. Okay, so number 1 is Godfrey, and number 2 would be, you said the finances, but yeah, not even that, but you need to be hardworking.
Oh yeah,
I think finances aside, hardworking is important. Because sometimes you just don't have it, and that's okay. People fall on hard times. That's life. And I'm not going to judge you based on a situation, but are you willing to put in the work to get back on your feet?
Yeah.
Or are you expecting me to, I don't want to say be the man,
yeah,
but are you expecting me to carry us? I don't mind if it's a genuine relationship and I have to support you.
Yeah.
Sure. But I would want to know that it's not in vain and I'm not out here working hard so that you could live a soft life.
Yeah.
Listen, in as much as
these guys, so a lot of these guys just want softness, soft life.
In as much as I want to work and earn my stuff, I want to be spoiled. I'm very much
I know, right?
Pamper me. If I'm your wife, I'm your girlfriend. I need to be treated softly.
Yeah.
Because when I treat you softly, you would understand why I require that. And in more ways, I feel like as a woman, there's so much that we do in a relationship. And it's like, what do you bring to the table? We bring a lot to the table. That is why we require the level of support from you. So being hardworking is extremely important, and being able to get back up when you encounter challenges, and not being laissez-faire and being so laid back to a point you let life pass you by and
exactly.
We want ambition.
We want ambition. Yeah.
I'm not saying everyone has a limitation and that's normal, but whatever you're good at, pursue it. Whatever that brings you, the most out of life. Do it diligently.
Yeah. And I think men need that. They need something that they can look forward to, that they put in their energy in. I genuinely think that. So if you don't have that, then you're just gonna be, I think, like angry and bitter and you know what I mean? And it's just, yeah.
One thing, I don't know, but being in a place where you're not financially stable and you're looking for a relationship, that is wrong. I'm not saying
really,
that,
but I think there's a lot of guys. No, I met a lot of Christian guys who don't want to date until they make their bag. I don't. Yeah, but then by the time they make all them, imagine you become a millionaire, 35, 50, whatever it might be, older, then you want to settle down, then you are unsure about who you're going to marry because you think a lot of women
after
the money, which is true. I feel like you can build together. I don't think you need to be all this wealthy thing.
I'm not saying that you have to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
I feel like what I'm saying is you need to have something. I'm not expecting you to be a millionaire, but be financially stable or have something going for you where you are working towards it.
Yeah.
Seriously, have savings. I'm not asking you to, be Bill Gates or the next Jeff, whoever
exactly.
Elon Musk.
But even the Bible says that whatever your hands see to do, do it with diligence. And so
He will multiply. God will multiply your works.
Yeah.
So watch how, if we look at from examples in the Bible, when most of the people God blessed, they had a lot in abundance. They were rich. I mean, not necessarily.
Job was rich, yeah.
Oh, Job had everything. I mean, for a moment, God definitely tested his faith, but in the end, Job still was well off, wealthy. God did bless him in the end of his, after his trials.
Yeah, as well. Oh. I can't see. How does it look at?
So number 3 would be kind. But that would be, but it's a must to be kind. I feel like you're not only kind to me, but to others as well. Kindness is important, and being kind to others is, especially strangers, especially how you interact with people, that matters to me. Because you can show me kindness in private and I'll be like, okay, I have a good person.
Exactly.
But when we go to a restaurant and you're treating the server disrespectfully.
Exactly. That's the big thing. How are you treating someone that you're not getting anything out of? I've seen men who will hold the door. I'm not saying you have to, but I do think it's courteous. And I am an old soul, so I do think like some of the older values are still wonderful. Chivalry is not dead, in my opinion. So they'll hold the door for the woman. They're going for the door. I'm behind them, and they're just the door. Yeah, closed door behind me. Wow. And to me, I'm like, that shows more about you than it does you holding the door for your lady. So I definitely agree with you. Yeah.
Treating people with kindness is, I would say, top 3. Because then I would see what I would get into if we have an argument. Not only that, but
that's the thing. Oh, how you respond when you're angry?
Yeah, how do you respond when I'm no longer like your perfect prize or something? Yeah. So am I going to receive that treatment? No.
That's so true. That's so true.
And being respectful, kindness and respect ties together. So how you speak to others can give me an insight of how you speak to me if anything goes wrong, for sure.
Definitely. I would say I'm gonna try to put my points inside each other. So definitely like God fearing, and that goes into like your generosity as well. Hardworking. And I would say kind/funny. I think I kind of be someone who doesn't laugh because I think I'm so silly. And I think I'm always joking, so doing some foolishness.
I get that.
I need you to be
the personality.
I think he needs to be a humorous person.
I get that.
Yeah.
But like you said that, and I'm like thinking, because you said you don't have to laugh and be. I'm like, since I'm not that person, I didn't even think to add it. Because I'm like, with laughter. But that's a good quality to add to the list for sure.
And I think physical quality.
So top 3?
Yeah. That's hard one for me. Because I remember me and my friend went to our friend's wedding, and then we were like, she was like, so Brittany, who you looking at. You know, we all have the guys we never see. And I pointed out 3 guys to her. All of them were different. She's like, you don't have no time. I was like, I know.
You just like what you like.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like, for me, physical, taller than me. That's number 1. Taller than me.
Oh, you're one of those. I can't. What is this tall? Like,
no, I'm 5'5".
Mm-hmm. I think I'm
you
5'7".
Could be 5'7". You could be 5'9". You don't have to be a 6 foot person.
5'6".
5'6". I feel like 5'6" means I mean, if you are a big person, yeah. I mean, sure. But the moment you're 5'4", and no, I feel like I am looking down. I need to look up. That's just me. That defines attraction. Number 1, taller than me. I know it's like
because what people do, a lot of them will say no to a good guy because of the height.
I know, but
at least you're not saying with heels.
Oh, I didn't feel. So with heels. Well, we can be same height with heels. It doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh!
But I want to be the smaller in height. In the ratio, I just have to be the shorter in the relationship. That's maybe if one day it changes, that's okay. But for now, that's my non-negotiable.
Right.
Number 2, physical traits. Oh, okay, being well groomed. If you have facial hair, get it lined up. If you have,
that's a big one.
If you have hair, I don't know. I don't like the hairs on some men. So
what do you mean hair? Like hairy or hair on the head?
You know what, both. But I'm not being it. Okay,
guys, let me tell you, hygiene. You could, for me, I don't know about that, but you could be like a 5'6" in the face, like you're not the most attractive person I've ever seen. But if you smell nice and you are dressed, you immediately go to an 8. Like the way you carry yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So number 1 for me is height.
Yeah.
Number 2, like grooming yourself. So maintaining your hair, maintaining your hygiene, as she said, because you have to smell good. Yeah. You have to. That is what would let me stick to you.
It will.
And number 3, I feel like hygiene and height is like the bit. Oh, I need to be attracted to you. So,
but you don't have a type. That's right. Yeah.
That's
you
the
see.
Thing.
So
you have to be attractive to me. So
and we can't say what that looks like.
Yeah.
I guess certain things like I guess a broad shoulders, a good smile. Anyway, a guy that we know, when I first saw him, I'll just say I'll give you this hint.
Okay.
And when I first saw this person, I was like, oh my gosh, he's handsome. But in my head, I'm like, he's probably thinking people are seeing what I'm thinking, but that's not true. Your face probably should. And I'm like, sometimes guys need more compliments as well. We always get compliments. Yesterday, you know how many compliments I got in Cash Street just walking through. So, but guys barely get anything.
True.
Yeah. So I said, if I think you're attractive, hey, you're attractive. So I said that. I was like, yeah, I think you're attractive. And he was like, yeah. He was like, oh, thank you. Oh. And he tried to, carry on. And then I was like, but, well, I'm pretty. And he said, yeah, you are. And then, because I was just like, you can't say a compliment. Yeah, a compliment back.
He probably was so stunned to speak that you got a compliment. But I mean,
I know, but I still have to say, so there was some assistance that needed to be had while we were there, and then he picked me up, and then I was like, I feel like a feather. And that was something that did.
When I wait, okay, I need to be there. A feather instead. Let me practice my feathery because I want some of that action.
I feel like I need to feel, and I guess that's where the height thing comes in for you guys. I do feel like I need to be carried and taken care of. You know what I mean? But that's not to say someone shorter than me can. I wouldn't. I would say my exes were taller. People I've spoken to in the past 10 years still have been average or taller Like, but I think because I've just been so focused on the personality more now that I'm just like, oh, whatever, you know, not whatever comes, but I it's not a big thing with the height for me. And I think for me, physical, like you said, it's nice smile. I've always liked a dark, mind you, I've always liked a dark skinned man. Okay, but then at the same time, I don't mind brown skin. I don't mind light skin. It took me. Oh, yeah. I'm open now to other races. Yes, I am now. Before I had a bit like hesitancy. I said I want black children. You know, that's why I need a darker man. Yeah. Right. Because I'm a little lighter, so I need a dark man. But now I'm just like whatever the Lord brings. But yeah. And that's I'm
I felt that way too. Like I needed to have like black children, but I'm like they will be black. They will be black regardless. But to be the. But anyways, I'm open to dating outside of my race. I'm a little hesitant though, because you don't know what to expect, and especially with racism and especially the families, because one person can be one way, but when you look at their families and you realize, they have a long history of being that.
That's the thing, when you marry someone, you're married into the family.
You cannot escape.
You cannot escape that,
because you want someone who is family oriented.
Yeah.
This has been a lovely conversation. I think the conversation started in one place and it did many little routes, but it ended up here, and that is just wonderful. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you for having me on your channel.
You're most welcome. It was refreshing because doing my makeup, it's normally something I do on my own. And just to share that little moment was refreshing. It was just refreshing. And I enjoyed the getting ready process with someone else. On to you.
Yeah, this was really fun. I love the conversation. I love interacting with my friends. And I think getting, I'm growing my channel. I'm growing my audience. But it's just nice for them to see a different side of me with having a friend there, bouncing off ideas with each other. Obviously, you can see I'm not the best with makeup. I'm still learning, so Nyaley. Anyway, so it was fun, and I'm happy. You saw I took off the foundation, and then I had to just deal with this. But it's okay. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Remember, Jesus loves you, and I will see you next time. Bye.